this is just a little recap of what we did last week. Please excuse these blocks. They're supposed to be somewhere else, but they moved. So let's just get rid of them. So I'm actually going to put all 3 questions up and get you to have a go at this. So in the first question, I'm wanting the value for X. In the second question, the value of B. And then in the third question, the value of A and B. So remember, guys, so far we have learned 2 different reasons. Now, obviously, if you have done geometry at school, you know many more reasons than that. And it's absolutely fine to use any reason as long as it makes sense. But what we have done together is the reason angles around a point, which we know should give us 360 degrees if we add them together. And we've also done the reason angles on a straight line, which should give us 180 degrees if we add them all together. Okay. Just write it all down on a right. So as you are doing these, bear in mind the reasons that we've done. Bear in mind that when you are doing geometry, you always have to give a reason for your answer. And then if you are done and you are feeling like you'd like to give us an answer, please raise your hand. We'd love to hear you, but I am going to give you a couple minutes to try these. I've given you 3 at once, but I know you can do it because you guys were doing so well last week. So I think you guys can do 3 in one go.
Yeah, my people can handle this. They can. Hey, y'all, you can handle it. I can see already Litabo is like, I'm ready, ma'am. I'm ready. I'm ready. Litabo, keep your hand up, girl. So, sorry, I'm not going to say girl because I don't know whether Litabo is a girl. But so, Litabo, you have the first one, okay? You have my vote on the first one. So let's see more hands. And I can see some answers already coming through the chat. Well done, my people. Well done. Let's do this. Emmanuel, you will take the second one. Okay. So Emmanuel is taking the second one. Let's go, my pips.
Nice, guys. Don't forget those reasons.
Litabo, thank you. Thank you, Litabo. Now I know that I'm talking to a he. Litabo, thanks. I have a problem with that, guys. It's an English thing, okay? But I'll try my best. I'll do my best. Let's go, my peps. We need the last one. We need the last one. And remember, all of you are trying all of the 3 ones, okay? Because Teacher Sam and I believe that you guys can do this. You can do this. From the experience that we had. Alizwa will do the 3rd one. Well done, guys. Oh, okay. So we're gonna start now. What do you think, Teacher Sam? Or
awesome. I'm ready.
Okay, great. Litabo, so you teach us the first one. You are like Teacher Sam now. We are ready for you.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Litabo.
Hi.
Okay, my equation is going to be x plus 15 plus 75 equals 180 degrees.
And what's your reason? Oh, never mind.
Angles on a straight line.
Awesome.
Yes,
well done. Okay, keep going.
So then it's x plus 90 because 15 plus 75 is 90 equals 180 degrees.
Good.
Then my next step is x equals to 180 degrees minus 90.
Perfect. Well done.
So my final answer is x equals to 90 degrees.
Awesome. Well done. Thank you, Litabo. Fantastic.
Well done, Litabo. Whoa. And everyone else, please take screenshots. Litabo, thank you. You did incredibly well. I think most of them understood, okay? If you didn't understand, you are allowed to put your question on the chat. You're allowed to also raise your hand. So I will give Melusi, I guess that will be a question, right? So I'm gonna take Melusi. Remember, we have Emmanuel for question 2, Alizwa for question 3. The rest of you can lower your hands unless if you want to ask a question. So Melusi, I'm gonna come to you because I'm believing this is a question. Unless if I'm wrong, let's hear. Melusi, do you have
Hi.
Ma'am, so basically, instead of like doing the x equals 180 minus 90 degrees, I basically I did the first step. I put my reason, and then I said 15 plus 75 equals 90 degrees, meaning x equals 90 degrees. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to do all of the steps that I shown there. Honestly, guys, for something like this, if you had gone straight to your answer and then put your reason angles on straight line with your answer, that would be absolutely fine as well. So this more simpler sorts of questions, if you are comfortable getting straight to your answer and then the reason, that's absolutely fine. But you're also welcome to like leave out some of the steps that I show in your working out. That's absolutely fine.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Pleasure.
This is to make all the fellows to understand.
Yes.
So Melusi,
exactly.
I'm gonna wait. We were talking to Melusi now, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay, great. Alizwa, we are all yours for question 2. I don't want to say guy or boy. Alizwa, we are all yours. You can unmute and teach us about how did you do on question 2.
Alizwa?
I think Alizwa just unmuted himself and muted himself. Alizwa, are you there? Alizwa, okay.
Can you hear
Hi.
us?
Okay, Alizwa, you can just try and put your answer on the chat, okay? But thank you so much for participating. I really love the energy. We'll just have to fix what's wrong with your audio because we cannot hear anything. So Melusi, we are all yours for question 2, and I'll need another hand for question 3. So there's an opening. You better take the chance now.
Oh no, ma'am. I wasn't gonna answer question 3. I just had my hand raised for question 1.
Okay, what is it? The question you've already asked?
Yeah. I've already asked my question.
Okay. Do you want to maybe try question 2?
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm good,
okay,
man.
fair enough.
Okay. No problems. I'll call up on you. Now I know you, Melusi. So next time I'm calling up on you. Lisedi, we are all yours. Hey, Melusi, because if you got me, you can never go wrong. You'll understand more. Lisedi, we are all yours, and I need another hand for question 3. So be prepared. Anyone to raise your hand. Lisedi, yes, Ayanda. Thank you. Lisedi, I think you wait, what? Where did Lisedi go? Okay. So Ayanda, we are all yours for question 2.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
So, ma'am, what I did was I said B plus 94 plus 243 is equals to 360 because angles are on the point.
Excellent.
And then I got B is equals to 23. I just didn't I didn't do that part for adding and then subtracting.
That's absolutely fine. You're welcome to jump straight to the answer.
Beautiful.
Perfect. For those of you that aren't too sure where we got 23 from, if you wanted to do a step in between this initial step and the answer, you would say B is equal to 360 minus 94 minus 243. But like I say, welcome to jump straight to the answer. You're also welcome to just write the answer and the reason, especially for one like this that is a little the calculations are a bit easier. You are welcome to do that, but that is sort of everything we would need to do to get our answer of B. Well done. Thank you.
Well done, my people. You guys are doing the most. So I need a volunteer for question 3. And remember that if you didn't finish question 3, however, you are continuing. Oh yeah, we had Emmanuel. I was trying to ask myself, where is Emmanuel? Emmanuel is for question 3, guys. Let's listen to Emmanuel teaching us. Emmanuel, we are all yours.
Hi everybody.
Hi, Mario.
So for question 3, I know that vertically opposites are equal to each other.
Okay.
So I wrote B equals 100. I wrote B equals 100 angles. And then for A, I wrote 100 degrees. Yeah, so, I wrote A.
Okay. So A is 100 degrees. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to go back one step. B equals 100. What would your reason be for that?
Because vertically opposites are equal to each other.
Okay, cool. Now, guys, just quickly, we haven't done this reason, and this is the reason we're going to do today, but it is a perfectly valid reason, and this would be the reason that we would use here. So I'll write it down for those of you that have done it, but for those of you that haven't, I will show you how we could do this without this reason, but you will see that this is actually a lot easier to use than what we could do with angles on a straight line. But sure, my brain can't do speaking and writing at the same time. Equal. Okay, perfect. So this is 100. So Emmanuel, just tell me again, how are you getting that A is equal to 100 as well?
No. Sorry. I meant to say, 100. 100 degrees plus A equals 180 degrees, because the reason is sum of angles on a straight line equals 180 degrees.
Exactly. Awesome. Well done.
Well done.
And then I said 180 degrees minus 100
Perfect.
equals 80 degrees. So A equals 80 degrees.
Awesome. Well done. Thank you.
Well done.
Okay, guys, so exactly. A is 80, B is 100. Now, most of you already know vert-op angles, and that's absolutely fine. Like I said, that would be the reason that we would use here, all right? But because we're sort of leading into that, if we hadn't used vert-op angles for B, that's okay, because we would do exactly as Emmanuel did for finding A, and say that A is equal to 80. And then we could use angles on a straight line again to work out B, and we would get 100 degrees for B. And so what I sort of wanted you to see here was that we have this relationship where angles opposite each other at a cross are equal to each other. And that's what we're going to chat about today. That's the reason we're going to sort of explore and do examples on today. All right, so I'm going to explain it a little bit more in a second. Take your screenshots if you need. Oh. Does anyone need me to go back to either questions 1 or 2 for a screenshot?
I think my people are a little bit like, okay, we are okay.
Good.
It's just about that because we don't have hands up for questions. I don't see any questions on the chat. So I'm taking it as we are nailing these things, guys. We are nailing it. Ooh, let's go. Ooh. Oh no, I have one hand.
Okay, cool.
So Kozisi, let's go, guy. Let's ask away. Let's hear.
Ma'am, can you please re-explain that question, because I really didn't understand it quite right.
Okay, cool. So can I ask first, have you done vertically opposite angles? Okay, it's all right. Okay, so guys, I'm going to redo all of this just because I know there was a lot that happened there. And I'm going to use the 2 reasons that we've learned so far. So yes, vertically opposite is absolutely fine. I'm just not going to use it because we haven't yet done that reason, you and I together, but that's okay. Okay, so the first one I'm actually going to start with is angle A. What I'm seeing is that angle A is on the straight line with 100. And so as Emmanuel told us, A plus 100 degrees should give me 180 degrees. That's because this is on a straight line. I know that angles on a straight line must add up to 180 degrees. So angles on straight line would be my reason. I would then go and subtract 100 on both sides so that I can get A alone or solve for A. And so A is equal to 80 degrees. So now I know that this angle here is 80 degrees. And sometimes when I'm solving for more than one angle, it's actually quite nice to write it down on the diagram as I work it out so that I know what I'm working with. Right, then I want angle B. Now, again, you could use vertically opposite if that's a reason you're comfortable with. I'm not going to because we haven't yet done it. Let's see how else I could do it. Well, I can see I've got another straight line over here. If I could draw on the line. Waving. I've got another straight line over there. And so angle A and angle B form another angle on a straight line. And so what I know is that angle A plus angle B must also give me 180 degrees because of angles on a straight line. Okay, again, yes, you can use vertically opposite. I'm just not at the moment because we haven't done it together. I know that A is 80, so I can substitute that value in. And now all I have left to do is solve for B. So I would now subtract 80 on both sides to get B alone, which means that B is equal to 100. So that's how I got those two values. What I then wanted us to see is that when we've got two straight lines forming this sort of cross shape, as we do over here, the angles opposite each other at the point where the cross meets, so at that point of intersection, are what we call vertically opposite angles, and they are actually equal in size to each other. And that's the reason we're going to sort of explore now. Okay, so there's a more detailed explanation of how we got to those answers there, but let's have a look at our reason. So take a screenshot if you need one here. And then we're going to have a look at our third reason. Now, guys, remember what I said, or what I have said, is it's quite useful to be drawing up like an information or a cheat sheet for yourself. So if you have a look, I've sort of done one already. So far, the reasons that we have learned are angles around a point and angles on a straight line. We're now going to add a third reason to our cheat sheet, which are vertically opposite angles. So that's what we're going to have a look at now. All right, so this is quite useful if you've got like a little spare piece of paper next to you. When we're doing questions, you can always refer back to it. Hope if I was on the right lesson. Okay, so let us have a look then at this new reason. So we've got vert-op angles. I'm going to explain again what happens. If we are going to work with vertically opposite angles, what we need to be working with are two straight lines that form a cross. That's very important. If you had a straight line that sort of did a weird kink like that, that's no longer vertically opposite. I can no longer say that angle is equal to that angle because I'm not working with straight lines. So very importantly, it has to be a cross shape formed between two straight lines. That's what I look out for in my diagrams. Okay. Now what we know is that the angles vertically opposite each other are equal. Now, if you were here if you were here from the start of geometry, hopefully these notations over here, okay, just in case you need that, hopefully these notations over here for the angles are not too scary. If they are, go back and watch the first lesson. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, otherwise I'm not going to be able to work with what I'm working with. So this is saying angle AED is equal to angle CEB. So AED, remember we just follow the letters in their order. So we go from A to E and then from E to D. And that angle creates that angle over there is equal to angle CEB. So this angle over here. Now I can see that those are vertically opposite to each other. It is also telling me that angle AEC is equal to angle DEB. That's the second statement that has been made over here. And so if I go and figure out where those angles are, AEC is this angle over here, and DEB is then its opposite angle. And so what we're saying is that those angles are equal to each other. So what we have got here is our vert-op angles. I'm just going to take all of these scribbles off and do it a bit neater. So this angle is equal to this angle. Sorry, I better use the same colors. Hey, otherwise it gets confusing. And then our other vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. And that is what we're working with. Again, very important, straight lines that form a cross. And at that point where the cross is, those angles around there, they are vertically opposite to each other. So the new reason we have here, if we're ever going to use this, is vert-op angles equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal to each other if we are then going to use this as a reason. Okay, so this is now the third reason we've learned. I'll leave it like that. If we have a look at this very first example, we are wanting to find x. Now, I have faith that all of you could give this a bash. I want to know what the size of angle x is, and I'm going to leave the reason up there so that maybe that can give you a bit of a clue to what you need to do. Okay, I see some hands, which is great.
Okay, my pips. Y'all already know this answer. Okay, who haven't I talked to? Oh no. Salama, your head was up, now it's gone.
First one up, Ewan.
I think Brenda's here. Ooh. Brenda's here. Brenda, rescue all of us.
Hi.
Hi.
So x is equal to 110 because of vertical opposite angles.
Fantastic. I can't write 110.
Well done.
Awesome,
well done,
Brenda.
well done.
Okay, so guys, nothing I need to calculate here. X is equal to 110, vert, op, angles equal. Now, guys, remember, you don't have to write it out in full. You can if you want. The reason we allow you to abbreviate is just like save some time in your test and your exam or your assessment. We don't really want to be writing out whole long sentences. Just so that we are very clear, remember, here are my two straight lines forming that beautiful cross shape, which means that the angles opposite each other are equal in size. So X and 110 are the same sized angles. No working out that you need to do. And we just write our answer with our reason. Okay, well done. And I saw that coming through on the chat. That's great. Well done, grade 8s. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, doing great. Any screenshots if you want, you can take your screenshots. Ayanda, is that hand to answer? Because we already answered. But if it's to ask a question, you are more than welcome to ask your question. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Ayanda, for taking that hand out. We can move out. Can move.
Okay.
Move in, people. Let's go. Do this.
Okay, guys, so let's have a look at question 2 here. I think that you could give this a try by yourselves. So have a look at this question, and I want you to give me what X is equal to. So I'm not too stressed about what 3X is equal to. I want what just X is equal to. Remember your reasons, and then obviously pop your hand up if you are feeling like you'd like to share how you got your answer with us.
I know I have like geniuses here. I have geniuses. I know all my people are genius. Let's do this, my peps. I can see already some answers on the charts. Ayanda, you know I love you, right? So I'm just waiting for someone who's new. If not, Ayanda will take this class over, guys. But I'm trying to spread the wings. My love and Teacher Sam's love is so big. See, there we go. Kylie, we haven't spoken to you, girl. Let's go. Let's choose Kylie for now.
Awesome. I am ready.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Kylie.
Ma'am, I said 3x is equals to 45 degrees.
Perfect. And your reason?
Vertically opposite angles are equal.
Perfect.
Then, ma'am, I said divided by 3 on both sides.
Good. Well done. And so what did you get X is equal to?
X is equals to 15.
Perfect. Well done. 100%.
Well done. So any hand that is up, yes, any hand that is up to answer, you can lower your hand. But if you are up there to ask a question, please let your hand remain there. I'll take you after Teacher Sam's talk.
Yeah, so guys, I just want to remind you, remember I asked for X. So we do have to divide both sides by 3 in order to get X alone. And remember, you can check yourself if you're not 100% sure if your answer is correct. All you do is you take your answer that you've gotten and you substitute it back in. So this would now be 3 times 15, which is 45. And remember, these are vertically opposite angles. And so we've got that 45 is equal to 45, which is true. So we know that our answer is correct. So you could always double check by putting it back into your diagram and making sure that it makes sense in the context of what you're working with. All right, well done.
Ayanda, I'm going to assume that you just forgot to take your hand down. There we go.
Okay, guys, so take your screenshot and let's have a look at another one.
Oh,
One more and then we'll have a brain break.
I love this class. You guys are awesome.
Okay.
Aha. Let's see.
So I'm not going to say anything. Again, all I want is the value of X. Remember reasons.
Let's go, my peeps. We can do this. Even the dogs outside are like, yay, girls, we are with you. Your people are geniuses. Cheering them up. Carson, I don't know if I'm spelling it correctly. Onele, Atlegang, Msekiwa. Hey, Msekiwa, I know you. I see. I'm just reading all these names so you guys can wake up. Hopefully you're doing this question. Karabo, let's do this, guys. Theo. Okay, so let's see them hands up.
Okay.
Who's answering this question? Let's see. Why did I lose my people now?
Okay, guys, it is a little bit harder, so we'll give you another minute or so to sort of get your answers together. And then, yeah, hands up or in the chat. Let's hear.
Guys, we know Ayanda is our savior. Ayanda, I love you still. But, you know, I'm just spreading the love.
I'm telling you, if ever I'm sick, I'm just going to say Ayanda's taking the class.
Yeah, Ayanda can just teach the class. Guys, raise your hands up. Raise those hands. Atahang, I saw you somewhere raising your hand, but you took your hand down. Give it a try.
I'm seeing some answers, but please can we just double check our inverse operations when we're solving our equation?
Ntokozisi, I've already talked to you also today. I've heard your voice. Guys, come on, there's a lot of you. Kaili, I've heard your voice. Cindy, you want to talk to us? Ingelil, do you want to talk to us? Anyone? Otherwise, I'm just going to give it to Ayanda, guys. Because, I mean, time is also going, and I love all of you. Emmanuel, have we spoken to? No, we've spoken to the other Emmanuel. No, no, I think. Okay, it's fine. I'm giving this one, guys, to Ayanda. Ayanda, Emmanuel, I think you already answered one. Ayanda, it's all yours. It's okay. Let Ayanda take this class.
Okay, ma'am. So I got so it will be 2x minus 40 plus x plus 30 is equals to 360.
Say it again slowly for me.
So we'll add plus x plus 30.
Yeah.
From what you have.
Okay.
Equal to 360.
Okay, but just be careful. If you're taking that angle and you're adding that angle, you're not going all the way around. So we're not going all the way around to 360. I'm just working with two of them.
So ma'am, it will be angles on a straight line. It will be 180.
Well, let's have a look. We've got our cross here. So what does that mean that these two angles are to each other?
Are vertically opposite. Okay,
good. So do you agree that would mean 2x minus 40 equals x plus 30?
Yes.
Okay, good. So guys, vert-op angles are equal. Sure. Do you want to carry on, Ayanda? From what I've got here?
Well, okay.
Or would you like me
to finish it?
Oh, no,
ma'am,
okay. Yeah, go.
Get 3x. I mean, 1, you'll get x.
Yeah.
Equals to 70.
Awesome. Well done. Good recovery. Well done. Okay, so guys, really importantly, those angles are vertically opposite to each other, so they're equal. Now, I just want to go back to what Ayanda was doing. If you're going to use angles around a point, it's not wrong, but you're going to overcomplicate it for yourself, because then you still have to work out what those angles are. And without knowing what X is, it does become a little bit more complex. So we're going to use vertically opposite here. What that means is I set up my equation as I've done in the first step, and I've just left a gap there just so that we can see what sort of the intermediate step would be if you need to. So now we would bring all our x's over to the left. So I'd have 2x minus x, and then I'd bring my constants to the right. So I'd have 30 plus 40. Remember those inverse operations. And 2x minus x is x, and 30 plus 40 is 70. Sure. And so that is how we get our answer of x equals 70 degrees. Right. And so the 10 degrees, I think maybe somewhere we had a bit of a mix up with our inverse operations, and that happens, but just always double check that you are doing the correct inverse operations. All right. Okay, so take your screenshots, and we are going to have a little break now. I think we all need a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. So everyone, I just saw a comment now. Everyone, wherever you see like our fellow learners putting some answers, please don't think that that answer is correct or wrong. Just focus on what you get. And then when Teacher Sam does the corrections here with the students that are helping us, then that's where you can correct your work, okay? Like this, you're not going to panic. So let's take a break. I want to see the name of break.
I just want to have a look at the other questions. Yeah, we'll come back to those. Okay.
Rain refresher, guys. There we go. Oh, and while you're busy doing our brain breaks, let me read these jokes to you, okay? Why does obtuse triangle lose every argument? Because he's never. You guys get it? I hope you get it. You know, it's an obtuse angle, so it's never right, because of course obtuse doesn't go to the right side. It's not 90 degrees. I love it. Kendra also love it.
Okay, guys. So what we have here is a little bit different. We're going to see if we can get it. Basically, what we need to be mindful of is we're adding along rows, and that's a shocking color. We're adding along rows and we're adding down columns to get certain values. So let's see if we can get what's going on here. You can put answers in the chat, but we're looking for values for our sort of missing animals there. So there's an octopus, a lobster, a crab, a whale, a dolphin, and a fish. Remember, if you're not going to do it, make sure you're at least stretching, getting yourself ready for the next little bit. Where's Kendra? Where are stretches? Just move your body. If you need to run to the loo or anything, quickly do that. But otherwise, have a go at this little brain refresher.
It was so lovely at the talk. Okay, my pips, remember we can answer this, okay? I hope that you have given this a try. Let's give it a try, my people.
I hope we can answer this.
Yeah, my people are clever, they can. You must do it step by step. Remember, step by step. Let's give it a try, my pips.
I hope I can answer this.
All right, let's just spin another joke for us.
Good joke.
It says, what is the teacher's favorite dessert? Pie.
I like it.
Yeah, I also love it. I love that joke. It's to just give you a hint, okay? So if you go to the left, you can see that when you add all of those, it needs to give you 32. And when you add the rest going downwards, it needs to give you 42. So it has to make sense, okay? But we can already see that the middle one there, oh, someone tried it. Who is that? Emmanuel. Emmanuel, I think, likes to give it a try. Emmanuel, do you want to raise your hand and explain to Teacher Sam how you got to that? That would be nice.
Yeah. Especially because Teacher Sam's having a bit of a moment today, so.
Well, what I did is I said A which is equals to 19, of course, plus 11, which is plus O, which is 11, plus D, which is equals to 2. So 2 plus 19 plus 11 equals 32.
like I am not on the same page. Let me
Oh.
just, no, let me just wrap my head around what's going on here. Okay, so we don't want to use the letters yet, but we want to try and get the numbers so that we can get what the word is at the end here. So I maybe would have started with the octopus because I've already got 5 here and I know I have to get 18. So this has to be 13, which means an octopus would represent F, if that makes sense.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, so Emmanuel was doing 32. So if we're now going along there, we know that this whole column has to equal 42, and I've accounted for 13 of them. So that then means that I am missing, what is that, 28, 29? That's where we're at today. So I need to make 29 with the dolphin and the fish. Well, there's lots of different ways I could do that. So I could say 19 plus 10. I could say 20 plus 9. This is a hard one.
I think the one that I can see that it's the easiest way to do is the, wow, is that a spider? The spider plus 1 plus the fish has to give us 14. So if we can try there, because those are easy numbers, so we already know that if we can say that our fish, for example, is, yeah, because now you need a guesswork, and that's the problem, because there's a lot of guessing that can take place. There should be another way that it's not just guesswork. Yeah, I guess that's the only, oh no, we know, sorry, we know the letter N, we know that's 4. Oh yeah, that's already given to us because that's N and that's N. Guys, come on, help. What would the name here be? And we have the fish also. Yeah, really, this is a nice brain break.
We might have to carry it over to next week.
Definitely. I think let's bring it again next week. Take screenshots, everyone. I'm also taking my screenshots because thinking while doing it, it's not good for us. Okay, so take a screenshot and let's continue to just I think that's a good idea, guys.
So guys, we'll come back to our brain break next week because it is a hard one, but you guys have just been flying through them. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a challenge.
And this is a nice challenge. I love it. On Wednesday, guys, we're on it.
Okay, right. So make sure that you are ready now to go. I'm gonna scroll back up and we're gonna try these last 2 questions before we move on to some more. So here is your next question. Now, guys, be mindful. If you're gonna use vertically opposite, remember it has to be a cross. Okay, so just look at your diagrams carefully when you're given them and make sure that you are working with the correct lines. But I'm going to let you have a try of this and then we will have a look. If you want, raise your hand and let us know what your answer was, how you got to where you got to. Remember all of your reasons.
Let's give it a try, my babes. I can see Ingelicia there. Ingelicia, are you getting help? I see Ingelicia is like, okay, ma'am, I'm gonna get some help somehow, somewhere. Let's see, my babes, try it. Girl, I can see you, girl. Hopefully you're working hard. I can see the darkness there. Oh, we haven't talked to Timoloho. Timoloho and is raising their hand. Guys, this is special. Timoloho, you can talk to us if you're ready.
Hi.
Hi.
Evening.
So I started out by saying plus 75 plus 50 equals 360.
Sorry, can you say it
And
again? You
then
broke off a little bit there.
X plus 75 plus 50 equals 360.
Okay, now again, remember, if you're going to add those two angles and this angle, you're not actually going all the way around in a circle. So we can't use 360 degrees because we're missing these two angles here to make up 360.
Yes.
So we just need to be careful.
Yeah, I'm sure others would like to help Timologo. Timologo, thank you so much. Let's do some corrections, but other fellows will help us with this question, okay?
Okay, I'm going to give you a little clue. So this is the part of the diagram that we're wanting to be looked at. And again, guys, you can definitely use angles around a point, but we just need to make sure that we've got all of the angles that we need to do that. So this is the important bit of the diagram here. And what we need to see is that the 75 and the X and the 50 are vertically opposite to each other. So I'm seeing some more hands. Oh, we've got some new faces.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I already chose KM. KM, you need to give us some answers. Let's go.
Okay. Hello, Cam.
Hi, ma'am. So since you said the vertical lines are equal to each other, that would mean that X plus 50 would equal to 75.
Perfect. And your reason?
Because the vertical lines equal each other.
Okay.
Vertical opposites angles. Well done.
Okay, cool. Keep going.
Okay, so from that you'd have to carry over the 50, and then it'll turn into 75 minus 50 degrees, which would equal to 25.
Awesome. Well done. Thank you, Cam. Okay, so guys, in this case,
you nailed it.
In this case, we can use our vertically opposite. Again, you can use angles around a point, so you can use a 360, but just remember you don't have these angles. So you would first have to find those angles, which you can do based on the information I have here. And then you can go and use angles around a point, which is absolutely fine. It's a little bit more working out, but it is okay to do. Otherwise, we just use our vertically opposite angles because I'm just looking for X here. And we know that then the 75 plus the X plus, guys, I've said it again, 75 must be equal to X plus 50, which was my very first statement. And then I just go and solve for X. Alrighty. Well done, guys. I saw a few 25s. Those who didn't get it right, make sure you make corrections, or if you have any questions about it, please do ask. They are getting a little bit more complicated, so we do just need to make sure that we are happy before we move on to slightly harder ones.
Ayanda, I'm guessing that hand wanted to answer, but I'm gonna just double check because they've already answered everything. So let's just check. Ayanda, do you have a question? There we go. Disappeared. We can move on.
Okay, guys, so let's have a look at, oh, sorry, everyone. Let's have a look at the situation that we have going on here. All right, so we've got quite a few unknowns here, and these are the questions I love because we can just sort of just start going and seeing what we can find.
I know, this question looks like it's zinger wings, guys, from KFC, because that's what I like. It's so spicy.
So guys, what I'm going to say to you, and I'm going to let you try because I think it's important that you have a go, is that remember we have done 3 different reasons. We have done angles around a point, we've done angles on a straight line, and now we've done vertically opposite angles. So you can use any reason as long as it applies to your diagram. So I want you to have a look at this and then try and give me the values of X, Y, and Z. So there's actually 3 values I want here. Have a go at it. We're going to go through it, but I think try it, remembering that we do have 3 reasons we can use here. Okay. Kayolihli, do you have a question before we start?
No, ma'am, I wanted to answer, but
yeah, we're just going to give. You didn't get?
The value of X, ma'am, but I got the value of Y and Z.
Okay, so let's give everyone a second, and while we're doing that, try and get the value of X. Look at what you're given there and try get X for me.
We can do this, guys. Kylie
Remember
says,
your
like,
reasons.
I'm really on top of it.
And remember your reasons, guys.
Hey, Katutelo, Mugai, are we winning over there? Are we winning? Are we winning? Motlatsi, I see you. I see you over there. Henry, hey, you're not writing. Henry, what's going on? I don't see you writing over there.
He's
Hi,
thinking.
TK. I hope you're working. Easy iPhone. I don't know. I just have to call you that. Sorry.
Oh,
Let's work, my people. Let's work. Tanisha. Yeah, I haven't heard from Princess. Princess, you better raise your hand up. I haven't heard from you. Oh my God, there's Faith. Can we take hands now? I see Faith before he disappears.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, Faith, we are all yours. Give it a try.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Can I want to answer those questions.
Okay, cool. I'm ready.
Okay, I said ZY equals to 2x plus 10 equals to 70 minus, 70 minus 2x 10 minus 10.
Okay, Faith, can you start again for me? Because I feel like you might have cut out there and I missed a little bit in the middle.
2x is equals to 70 minus 2x minus 10.
Okay, so are you working with these two angles here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we would say 2x minus 10 is equal to 70 because they're vertically opposite. Do you agree? Faith, do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So we've got those equal. Okay, keep going.
70 degrees minus 2x minus 10.
Why are you subtracting the 2x minus 10 from 70, Faith? Or are you saying to me 2x is equal to 70 plus 10?
Yes, ma'am.
That one.
Yes.
Okay.
You are doing great, Faith. You're doing great. I'm here to help you. Don't worry. We can go through this.
So when we add the 70 and the 10, what do we get?
80.
Good. Okay, so 2x
Yes,
equals 80. So Faith, tell me what x is equal to.
X is equals to 60 degrees.
Okay, so remember we want to say 2x divided by 2 and 80 divided by 2. So what is 80 divided by 2?
40.
Good, well done.
Yes, well done. Thank you so much,
Awesome,
Faith.
Faith.
Well
Well done.
done.
Okay, so guys, x is equal to 40 because of vert-op angles. So that's one value. Oh gosh, that's one value of my 3 values that I have. Thank you very much, Faith. Have we got
Yes.
another hand?
Let's see. More hands, people. More hands. Other than that, I'll give it to Ayanda to teach us. More hands for Z and Y. Who's ready? Who's ready? Ingelinhle Mugai. I can see you over there. Let's raise that hand up.
Awesome.
Okay, Alizwa is here to the rescue. Alizwa.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Lizwa.
Hi.
Oh, about that, ma'am, you can say angles on a straight line.
Perfect. Okay, so if we look at angle Z, so what would your setup look like? What would you have written down?
You can say 180 minus 70.
I'm just gonna shove over a bit so I've got some space. Okay, cool. And that must equal to Z. And as you said, angles on a straight line is my reason. And
well done, Elizwa.
Okay, so Elizwa, what is Z's value? What is Z equal to?
Oh, Z is equal to
What's 180 minus 70?
Oh, 110, ma'am.
Awesome. Well done.
Well done, Aliza. Thank you to the rescue. Guys, I hope you're
Yeah.
getting all of
And-
these things.
Oh, ma'am.
Yeah?
Sorry, Aliza. You can unmute again. I muted you by mistake.
Oh, you
There we
can
go.
say on Y, ma'am, you can say vertically opposites, and the answer is 110.
Awesome. Well done. So guys, now we can see that Y is vertically opposite to Z. We don't actually
Aliza
have to
nailed
do
it.
any working out. Vert op angles equal. Well
He
done,
nailed it.
guys.
Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Eliza. Okay, guys, that's how we would go and solve them. I'm gonna give you a second to get down those answers and also just have a look and see if you do have any questions about it. But basically, to find the X value, we had to use vertically opposite. We could then use angles on a straight line to find Z, and then we could again use vertically opposite to get the value of Y. Alrighty.
Can we run the polls, Teacher Sam?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's fine.
okay. My people really did good today. I really did enjoy, guys. Well done. You did wonders. So please help us with the polls, all the newbies. We just do the polls every Monday, so you can help Teacher Sam on how fast or how slow she has to teach, or just write. So you just have to vote on how it was the class for you. We would really appreciate that because it helps us a lot. Okay, my pips. So all
And guys,
of
we
you,
will
please
carry
give it a
on with
try.
geometry on Wednesday. So please do make sure you're there. And yeah, yes, Kendra, I'm more than happy to wave hello.
Can just answer. Hello. Bye, Nancy. Yeah, I'm gonna open this also. So just say hello. Hello.
Okay, guys, you did so well. Well done.
They did really well.
I will
So
see you
proud
back
of
on
you.
Wednesday for some more geometry. It only
Yeah.
gets more